Hey everybody, it's Dave Juno, the Meniere's Disease Warrior. How y'all doing? I'm doing pretty good. For Friday, it's cold as hell out there. Yeah, okay, hell, whatever. It's cold. But I saw a post earlier that the person wrote. Have you basically? I can't remember it verbatim, but has anyone ever had a doctor refuse to fill out disability paperwork? And yeah, I did. The first doctor told me, you don't qualify. You can work through this. You can do that. You can do this. I'm not filling out anything. Okay. Okay. Well, soon I went to another doctor, and they had started the gentamicin treatments when I did need to be out of work for a month, 2 months at a time. And he did tell me, yes, you should think about applying for Social Security. I was on a short-term disability with my company, which moved after 3 months, went to a long-term, and then long-term people sent me to a company called ALSA, and they took care of everything. But the two doctors, Dr. Gasek and Dr. Remenschneider, both agreed they were going to help fill out the paperwork. They were going to do whatever they had to do to get me disability. And the one thing about that is you got to have all your doctors in line. All the doctors you see, not just your ENT, but you got to have your primary care. If you see anybody else, like a cardiologist, neurologist, anything like that, you have to have all these doctors agree that, yeah, you shouldn't be working. And in my case, I had one doctor that wasn't agreeing, and that was my neurologist, who didn't know anything about Meniere's. Until like I said, always have a binder, always keep a journal. I showed her my journal, and that was when she was like, "Oh my God, I'm sorry," and she got on the boat with me, and so that was all taken care of. Now my ENT office, the UMass ENT clinic, they help you with the paperwork. They'll do the paperwork, and then the doctor reads it, signs off. So I had to get the doctors to agree, and even Allsip told me that. But you still need to keep a journal because I didn't get it the first time I applied. I didn't get it the second time I applied. I got it the third time I applied. Now it's because I kept the journal. And my lawyer said the same thing. Can I tell all my clients to do this? And I said, sure, go ahead. Because he told me, and actually the judge told me too. That was the reason why I got it, because I proved to them how bad my attacks were. Now I know some people can have surgeries, the vertigo goes away, but you still have everything else. You still have the tinnitus. You still have the off balance. You still get dizzy. Okay, and you lose your hearing. So I've gotten all three. I've gotten all of them. I wear a hearing aid in this ear, and I have a cochlear implant in this ear, which I did a little video about last night. But yeah, you got to have everything lined up, all your ducks in a row before you apply to begin with. But why does it happen? Why do doctors refuse? I couldn't tell you. Some people think it's wasting their time, or they don't want to do extra work. Is my best guess. Some might think that they might have to go to court to testify on reasons why you can't work. So they don't want to be tied up in that. They don't want to be involved in that. And they know they're going to have to be involved somehow, whether it's writing or what. I don't think they've ever gotten called to court, but nothing in this world today surprises me anymore. But yeah, they do, and it sucks. It sucks because you think that guy, that doctor, that man, woman, whoever it is, Doogie Howser, MD, the teenager, you think that person would back you. Okay, he knows what's going on with me. He knows I'm getting vertigo. He knows I'm going deaf. He knows I have no balance. He knows all these things. They know all these things. So why would they not help me get the benefit that I deserve for being disabled. I didn't pick this disability. It wasn't like I went into a hat or a box, you know. Oh, here's the disability box. It isn't like I went into this and went, oh, I picked Meniere's disease. You didn't pick it. They don't know what causes Meniere's disease. So it's another thing. You figured, hey, they'd back you up. But, doctors are doctors, and they're human beings too. So the best advice I can say, find a doctor, find a new doctor. And one of the first things you should ask them about is, if I need disability, will you fill out the paperwork? And that's how you got to go. You can't, don't throw your hands up with one doctor and go, I don't know. Doctor says you can't work. You have to work. Go, okay, and then try. Because I did it for like 2 years. 2 years I tried to work. It was awful. It was awful. I mean, I was getting vertigo while I was working. I'd be driving home and have to pull over. One time I got vertigo and I had to have my friend Gina, I called her because I'm like, oh, I'm in a parking lot. I'm 60 miles from home. I don't know how the hell I'm going to get home. And she calmed me down. She talked me down. After a while, I took a meclizine, but I started feeling okay, I could drive. And she talked to me the whole time till I got to my doorstep. And that saved me. But it was awful. It was awful. I mean, a couple of times I had to have my wife pick me up at work. And she had to bring somebody to bring my car home because I drove for a living. I was in the car. I was a technician. I was a copier tech. I went from building to building to building, customer to customer to customer in my car. So it was hard. So yeah, the best advice I could say is find another doctor who'll help you. Okay. And it's hard and it's painstaking, but you got to do it. Not only for the benefit, but for your safety as well. So on that note, I will talk to you all later. Have a great weekend if I don't talk to you soon, and take care. Bye.